We'll do it live. All right. Have we got anyone?
Hold on, we gotta wait. Just wait. Oh. I don't. How do I see how many people are on live?
I don't know.
We got one.
One person. Right.
20.
It's a private cooking show. Right. Welcome to my new live stream show. It's called Pasta in 10, and as you can tell by the title, we'll just be making pasta hopefully in under 10 minutes. We're going to do one live stream a month. So we're starting off with creamy salmon pasta, which was actually my first quick and easy I did with Harry. He was kind of showing me how to kind of work with the camera and how to edit, but what he can't do is actually cook. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. So if you come over, we'll look at the ingredients to begin with. So we've got some shallots here. These are banana shallots. They're nice and long. We've got cloves of garlic, dried penne pasta, tender stem broccoli, which we've just trimmed up, so they fit nicely in the pasta. We've got 2 fillets of hot smoked salmon. We've got some frozen peas, some cream, and some Parmesan cheese. So all really nice ingredients. We've got a pot of water boiling, and if you're cooking along with me, I'm really grateful. Let me know how you get on. But we'll just wait for everyone's water to come up to the boil before we start cooking. So are there any questions, Paddy?
Any questions? Yes, there are.
I will also mention we've got Paddy behind the camera today.
I haven't had a haircut.
How's your cooking, Paddy?
It's terrible, bro. I would show my face, but I haven't had a haircut in like 3 weeks. So
Paddy was actually telling me about a chicken tenders disaster he had.
Yeah, no, it was terrible.
So maybe I'll have him on a live stream and we can show him how to make a chicken
Exactly,
tenders.
that sounds good. Sam, I have some questions for you, man.
Okay.
Pressure. What is your favourite song to play on the piano?
Yeah, great question. I've been playing piano for years, and I'm trying to get back into it. It's one of my New Year's resolutions. But I would say my favourite thing to play on the piano is New York State of Mind by Billy Joel. I remember when Paddy and I were in New York visiting Tom, we walked past this kind of piano shop, and I kind of was playing the New York State of Mind in New York, which is pretty cool. Which I'm sure they get loads of dumb, idiot tourists playing that song whenever they start getting there.
Yeah, but you did well. So Sam, what is your favourite pasta shape?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously this is pasta in 10, so we're going to be cooking with loads of different sorts of pasta shapes. My personal favourite is rigatoni, which is actually I used for the video I did with Harry when we made his favourite spicy pasta dish. It's kind of like a long tube, and it's just got loads of surface area to kind of mop up all that lovely sauce. So
yeah, what type of pasta is this, Sam?
So this is penne pasta.
Ooh.
Kind of a similar tube shape, but rigatoni is just a bit bigger. Personally my favourite, but I think penne works really nicely with this dish. So I'm going to start off with the water.
Boiling water. We've
got boiling water. Make sure it's rolling boil. Don't put it in simmering water. So we're going to put it on the max it can go. And it's really important, guys, to season your pasta water. Now that looks like a lot of salt, but the Italians do say when cooking pasta or any vegetable, you want to make sure that the water tastes like the sea. And if you've been to Italy, you know that the sea is really salty in the Mediterranean. So that tastes really salty. Don't be afraid to taste things. That's what being a chef's all about. So we're going to just start off by adding in our pasta, and we're going to set a timer for 8 minutes. 8 minutes. And that will become clear later on. Let me pop this down there. Right, over to the shallots. I'm just going to put my pan on here. Okay, put that on. We've got the banana shallots here, so you want to cut it down lengthways like this. And then with a nice sharp knife, in a rocking motion like this, with your third finger in front and your thumb behind, you just want to thinly slice it like this. Okay? Go as slow as you like. You don't want to be losing any fingers, not under my watch. And you just want to, and as you get more and more experience, the faster and faster you'll go. And you won't lose any fingers. We've got a bin over here. Also, whenever cooking, have a container nearby so you can throw all your rubbish in, just making sure you're being a nice, tidy chef. I'm going to wrap through this.
Wow. So Sam, I have some questions here. What is your from the fans? Have you got a favourite German food?
Favourite German food? Well, obviously, Clark and I went to Winter Wonderland, and they've got loads of kind of German sausages there, which is really nice. But also, when you were there, weren't you, when we visited Tom in Berlin?
Yes, yeah, we were.
Berlin is such a cool city, and they've got some amazing food. We went to a restaurant there called Grace, which was actually Dad's favourite ever meal.
Oh, that was good. That was good. I like that.
Like the lobster.
The lobster taco.
The lobster taco. That's what it was.
Yeah, that was a bit of me.
It was delicious, wasn't it?
It was good.
So maybe we should go back there and try and recreate it. Just rattle through this quickly.
But Sam, did you go to school to be a chef?
I did. I went to culinary school for a year after I went to university for a year. Uni wasn't quite for me. So then I went to the Leith School of Food and Wine, which was a year's worth of education, so much fun. We had so much, great experiences, and yeah, learnt a lot. So, pan, vegetable oil. We're just going to start to sweat these down. When sweating down onions or shallots, it's really important to season it right at the start, because basically what that's going to do is it's going to extract the waters out of the shallot, and it's going to then the sugars in the shallot are going to start to caramelise. So little bits of seasoning throughout the whole cooking process is going to lead to amazing food. If you just seasoned it at the end, it's just going to taste like not as good as it would if you seasoned it at the beginning. Right, now onto our garlic. We're just going to same method, thinly slice. We've got 2 cloves of garlic here.
Wow, look at that.
And basically, you could use a garlic crusher if you wanted, but I'm starting to cry with all those shallots.
I'm streaming.
Tom actually did do an audition once, and he wasn't in the mood to cry, so he just chopped up some onions. But in the actual cell tape he did, he ended up holding the onions, so his agents came back to him and said, you can't use those audition tapes. You're an actor, Paddy.
I am. I haven't resorted to onions yet.
But do you ever use the tear stick?
Yeah.
You use the tear stick?
Yeah. I'm not there yet. I need to just... I do like a bit of tear stick.
Yeah?
Yeah, it does the job. But it's sometimes I got it once, but I got it in my eye, and I was out for like an hour just crying.
An hour?
In my yeah. So
just use something.
it's okay. So
right. So I've chopped this roughly now. I've added a little bit of salt, and with the side of the blade, I'm just kind of crushing and mincing the garlic as we go. And this is going to give us a nice garlic puree. If any of you don't have a garlic crusher, this is a good method of kind of mincing your garlic so it's like a nice smooth puree for any sort of dish you want to cook. Because I guess, loads of recipes call for garlic in them. Do you have any more questions on the sheet, Pads?
On the sheet, yes. What is your go-to meal when entertaining?
Ooh, good question. I think when entertaining, you kind of want to do as little as possible on the night. So anything really that I can make beforehand, whether it's like a curry or a tagine or like a slow roasted pork shoulder, because I really like hosting and like entertaining, but I also like to have kind of fun in the meantime as well. Kind of tend to avoid fish because fish has to be cooked very last minute. And also, like I said, when you've got friends over, you want to have a nice time with them and not have the burden of just kind of cooking all night,
Yeah. But Sam, this is a good question. Besides you, in the family, who cooks better? Who's the best cook?
Yeah, I'll exclude Mum from this because she would be the answer. Who would be the best cook? I would say...
It's definitely not me.
God, you're all pretty bad, to be honest. I say Harry cooks more than all of you.
Yeah, no, it would be Harry.
But I would probably say Tom is probably the best.
Yeah, Tom's actually pretty. Yeah, Tom's actually pretty decent.
Tom likes it, but he just doesn't cook too much. He did say one of his New Year's resolutions he'd like to.
He does cook.
He
does cook a mean stir fry.
He does, yeah.
It's a nice stir fry.
He's had us over for a roast once. We had a roast chicken, which was nice. He followed a Gordon Ramsay recipe, and it did go well. But it's all about just kind of learning and making mistakes, Right, so garlic goes in, and we're just going to cook that off for a minute. Garlic is it's got a lot of sugar in it, actually. And so you only really have to cook it for a minute before it kind of burns. So just keep an eye on it. and it's going to start to smell really nice in here. Unfortunately, you won't get that kind of smell on the live stream, but you can imagine. If you're cooking along, you will. So
Exactly.
you smell that, guys?
Yeah, no, it smells really nice, man. And what is the secret for perfect mash?
Perfect mash, right. I did mash the other on my shepherd's cottage pie video. I made it. Basically, you want to use red potatoes, cut them all the same size, overboil them, and instead of using a masher, pass it through a sieve. That means you're going to have really smooth mash. Add in loads of butter and loads of milk, season it properly, and you're going to be left with amazing mash. Right, so the garlic is cooked off for a minute now. We're just going to deglaze with a little bit of white wine. I'm doing dry January at the moment, so this is the closest I'm getting to alcohol. But for those who don't drink for religious reasons or personal reasons, you boil off the alcohol, so there's no alcohol content in this. Yeah, so this you could eat all of this and you won't get drunk, you know. Right, so that's just going to reduce down for a minute. We're going to add in some double cream, and we're just going to turn the heat up. So maybe like 300 ml, maybe less. No, less. Yeah, 250 ml, and we're just going to reduce this down until it's nice and thick. How long left on our timer? Right, broccoli goes in. Our timer's just gone off, so broccoli's going to go in to the pasta. So don't faff around with having two pots. Just cook them all at the same time. I'm just going to mix it round, and in 2 minutes this is going to be ready.
Question: what is the quickest and easiest meal you love to do when you are in time press? So
I think pasta's really good.
I'm not the best reader.
Where was I? I had to do these ad-libs the other day for this shoot I was doing, and it was a disaster.
Yeah, really, it's not for me.
Well, I think pasta's great because pasta doesn't take too long. Everyone likes it, and you know, it's really delicious. And you know, I think I like pasta. Stir fries are really good. You know, even a Thai curry doesn't take too long, and it kind of keeps well. You can have it the next day. Right, so we're going to add in our frozen peas. Frozen peas go in there, and also our hot smoked salmon. So this is already cooked. This has been hot smoked. So we've got lovely flavour in there. This is lemon and parsley. And we're just going to grate over some parmesan as well. So the parmesan's going to give us some flavour. It's also going to help us thicken the sauce as well. When making pasta, you want to kind of make sure that your sauce is thick, because if it's too thin, it's not going to coat around the pasta. And it is, yeah, that's not what you want really.
So that's alright, that water, right?
Yeah, we'll just turn it down. Or maybe just open the lid. So it's like a spa day for me.
Yeah. Well, let me get some more questions going. Have you tried cooking southern food?
Southern food? Yeah, I mean, I've never been to the... Is that in America, is it, Paddy?
I presume so.
Yeah, well, I've never been to we went to Charleston, didn't we, Paddy?
Yeah, it was good. Great.
Which was really fun. And we went on a food tour, actually, which was amazing. That's where, I don't know if you saw my Christmas series, guys, but I did the roasted sprouts. And we actually first had that in Charleston. And it was really, really delicious. Right.
It was nice.
And so that's kind of changed the Holland perspective. Because I never really liked sprouts.
I think Charleston changed that, I think.
And Charleston changed that. Yeah, these need a touch longer.
The broccoli's with the pasta.
So the broccoli's in with the pasta. Did you miss that?
Yeah, that's trying to film.
That's perfect, because pasta needs another couple of minutes.
Twain's in the line.
What's Twain saying?
Twain said, "Don't overcook the pasta."
No, I'm not Twain. Don't worry. What did Twain hear back for his turmeric debate?
Oh, actually, I would say.
I was thinking about this because basically Twain, our friend,
I said turmeric.
Was asking about whether you pronounce it turmeric or turmeric. And he said, I don't know what he says.
Bro, these onions.
He's crying, buddy.
Crying.
Right. These are nearly ready. So perfect. Any other questions, buddy, on
the sheet? What is your favourite childhood memory, Sam?
Favourite childhood memory? Maybe when we went out to Thailand to visit Tom, when they were filming The Impossible. We went to Bangkok and they put us up in this really nice hotel in Bangkok. and they had like a swim up bar, and they introduced us to watermelon shakes, and we must have had maybe about 200 of them by the time Paddy's really struggling behind the camera with these onions. I don't know why, Paddy.
No, it's fine. I'm good.
Just not used to cooking at all.
Yeah. No.
Right, so we're draining our pasta. Yeah. So to answer your question, yeah, when we went to Thailand, we had all these. We met up with Tom and Mum. Harry, Dad, and I went out a bit later. And met up with the family, and it was just a really nice time and exciting as well. Okay, so pasta goes in. And don't worry if you get a bit of pasta water in there, guys, because pasta water makes every kind of pasta dish. You need a bit of it. Mix this around. So this is healthy for the kids. Plenty of parmesan in, so plenty of flavour. Paddy's very excited because he said he's not eating all day. We're just going to finish this with a bit of black pepper. I actually got these hex-clad pepper mills for Dad, because Dad is a pepper maniac. And he says there is not a better pepper mill out there, so go check them out. So a bit of pepper, finish with a touch of parmesan, and then it's ready to plate up. We'll give it a little taste. If you think it's not saucy enough, just add in a wee bit of pasta water. Let me just take this off. Let's just a little bit of pasta water just to bring it together. Just add a bit of pasta water in here. That's just going to bring it all together nicely. Give it a taste. Perfect. Also, another top tip for cooks, always have a mug with a few teaspoons next to you, just so you have some spoons or utensils for tasting. Perfect. Right, time to plate up. Get your favourite plate. There's the spoon. Right, here we go. So just load it all in. This is going to be for Paddy. Paddy's done me a big favour helping me out here, so
No worries, mate.
Paddy, how do you think you could cook this now? Why don't you try and cook it for Mum and Dad?
Yeah, I think I'm just terrible. I'm really terrible at cooking, really.
Here we go.
Too much stuff going on.
Paddy, you've got to learn. It's a great skill to have.
Yeah.
Me and Paddy are going to enjoy this now. Would you like some parmesan on top, Paddy?
Yeah, please, man.
Bit of parmesan. Get in close, Paddy. Get this in. Bit of parmesan to finish. And that's a really easy recipe to do midweek. There's a bit of, there we go. Let me know how I got on. Did I beat 10 minutes? I think it was just a bit over. But yeah, look, such an easy recipe, really delicious. And yeah, so this has been Pasta in 10. This has been episode 1. We're going to do it every month. So I'll see you next month for episode 2. Comment down below what you'd like to see next. Perfect. Thanks very much, guys. Bye-bye. So yeah, you can stop it now.